What's up, guys? The Billsif here, and today we're going to be talking about some Dying Light, which is the gameplay you're going to see in the background. This is from when I first started playing, pretty much, maybe like 1 hour, maybe a half hour in. It's a good gameplay. You get to see me crush some zombie skulls. That's always enjoyable to watch. I haven't beat the game yet, but today we're going to be kind of reviewing it and talking about how it's a different zombie game and how it's kind of similar to a lot of games in the past. So pretty much Dying Light is about a plague that spreads through the fictional city of Harran. It's somewhere in the Middle East, kind of southwest, southeast Europe. So kind of warm settings, kind of, I guess, kind of like a poor area maybe, but you are tasked to go into the city of Harran. I'm going to try and keep this spoiler free, but this is the beginning of the story. You're tasked to go in there and get this document that some guy has that is sensitive to the government. You're not told why you're going there, you're not told what the document exactly is, but you're there to get it back from a warlord who has taken up shop and is ruling pretty much most of the area with an iron fist. Now, the story kind of, it's annoying the first half, maybe like the first 2 hours in. Maybe. I don't know how much I've sunk into this game yet. Maybe like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But pretty much you're just an errand boy. You're there to do whatever people tell you to, no matter what it is. And it's kind of annoying seeing that you're supposed to be this great protagonist. And that's what gaming really is. You're usually a protagonist that is supposed to do great things, but here you are doing something for someone else that doesn't actually help a lot of people. So you're there and you're doing a bunch of errands for people, kind of fetch quests, I guess, if you put it in MMO terms. Sorry, I've been sick for the past 2 days, or 2 weeks, actually. Kind of sore throat, and I might have a sinus infection. But you're an errand boy, you do a lot of errand boy quests, and it's a little annoying. You know, it's kind of the story, pretty much. I just got out of the first area in the slums, and now I'm moving into the inner city. It's pretty cool. The zombies are... they're zombies. That's all I gotta pretty much say. There's a few different types. There's these big brute dudes with, like, pretty much gravity hammers from Halo. They're very dangerous. You're gonna want to watch out for those guys. Then you have, like, bigger dudes, and they are kind of, if you guys ever played like the N64 version of Spider-Man, pretty much when you did the boss fight with Rhino, you had to jump over him whenever he'd rush at you, then he'd be stunned and you had to hit him in the back. That's pretty much what these guys are. They rush at you and you need to hit them into a wall, and then after they're stunned you need to slice them in the back a few times. They take a little while to take out, but other than that it's pretty fun. And then you have these really annoying dudes who spit acid at you, and it does a huge amount of damage. I mean, granted, they're not the strongest zombies, but they do high amount of damage to you. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze. They do massive amounts of damage. They pretty much spit. They're kind of like a ranged zombie. And then you have like these guys that blow up and they take out everything in a 3-meter radius, and that doesn't sound like a lot. But if you turn the corner and one's there, you may as well just pause, reload from last checkpoint. They're very annoying. I cannot tell you how many times that has happened. Most times in a zombie game, the zombies are the same, pretty much all. I mean, even if it has a day-night cycle. But the thing about Dying Light and the thing about why it's special is because when it gets to nighttime, you get this buzzer, and it's utterly terrifying because it's a message comes up on the screen. It says night is coming, and that's unsettling on its own because nighttime is usually scary if there's no lights. I'm guessing that's why it's called Dying Light. But pretty much everything that you do in the daytime is your free time. You're pretty much not really scared of a lot of the stuff that happens. But when it gets nighttime, the game changes from being like a hack and slash zombie game to more of a stealth game. I mean, if you ever play Slender Man or what's another game that I'm thinking of? Slender Man, and there was another game. I don't remember. But kind of like that bigger force that you can't really kill, that is always going to be after you and that you need to sneak around, kind of be aware of where they are. Well, yeah, when you get to nighttime, pretty much your whole goal is to either A, get to a safe zone and tuck in for the night, go to sleep, and then it gets to morning. Or if you really want to level up your agility score and your strength score, those are doubled during nighttime. So if you want to level those up, you can stay out at night, but there's a risk, because there are these things called volatiles, and they're absolutely terrifying. They have like this split jaw, and they're usually naked, and they're pretty big, and they run about as fast as you are, and they don't get tired. And they're very hard to kill. I've only killed one during the daytime because I chased him around with my sword until it, when it turned to daylight, and then I chased him around because he can't attack me when it's daylight. But they're incredibly hard to kill. They're very fast, and they're terrifying because when you're running, you can look behind you in a slow motion cam. And I looked behind me one time, and there were like 5 of them, and I literally jumped because it was like, I might sound really, really like weak right now, but it's terrifying. It's really scary. Now, if you were to compare it in movie terms, you'd say, I guess, daytime is pretty much Night of the Living Dead, and then when you go to nighttime, it's more 28 Days Later. So if you don't know what those are, yeah, if you do, you know what I'm talking about, and you can see how scary this game actually is at nighttime. The game is more focused on, and I'm slightly coming out of a review here, and I'm mostly just talking about the game, and I'm fine with that. But the game isn't highly firearm or ranged based. It's mostly just like Dead Island, where it's all pretty much melee combat. I mean, you can get these sick melee weapons that are very, very fun to use, and then when you get modifications, and it becomes even more fun, like adding a battery to your weapon and giving it electrical abilities, or adding a torch to it and giving it flame abilities. It's really, really fun to toy around with a bunch of weapons. Like, I have this sword. I have a sword that has a torch and electricity on it, so it just blasts zombies to oblivion, and it's hilarious. But all these weapon modifications, they're so ridiculous that it's so fun to use. And I mean, you do get firearms now and again, but you always have that threat of shooting the firearm at something, and then these like runner zombies. They're not like volatiles, but they're pretty much normal zombies, but they run faster. And they can climb, and they run about as fast as you, just like volatiles. But these things pretty much just run after you, and if they hear a loud noise, such as a explosive barrel exploding or a gunshot, and that can be pretty daunting. It pretty much pushes you not to use a gun only when you need to, which is pretty much what I do. Overall, this game has been really, really fun to play. I've sunk in like 3 or 4 hours into it, and most of that is just free roaming. But if you're a fan of like Skyrim or Fallout, there's some things in there, like, again, melee combat and ranged combat like in Fallout, but you also have that post-apocalyptic setting like in Fallout, and you have like that really fun kind of playground feel like Skyrim. And I mean, if you've played Dead Island and you really like Dead Island, I suggest picking this game up. Or if you like Mirror's Edge, because I haven't talked about this yet, but the parkour system in this game, it starts out really sluggish, but as you begin to invest your points into your parkour skill tree, it gets really, really fun, because the parkour system is very, very similar to Mirror's Edge, which was a fantastic game, by the way. You pretty much just run. It's pretty much Mirror's Edge, but your paths aren't already picked out for you. You can pretty much go wherever you want with those parkour skills, and it just makes the game a whole lot enjoyable. I mean, Dead Island and Mirror's Edge, zombies and parkour, very, very fun combination, very, very fun thing to play. Now, if I had to scale this game on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd probably give it around a 7.5. Overall, this game is still very, very fun to play. I haven't finished the story yet, but It's a very, very fun game to play. The story is very, very awesome. It makes you feel really, really cool because you're just this guy who runs around and slices zombies while doing parkour. There's no character customization save a few outfits, but if you like zombies or you like parkour, you just like bashing in stuff's heads in, if that sentence made any sense. If you like kind of hack and slash, kind of beat 'em up zombie game, then this probably is a good game for you. Or if you just have a lot of pent up rage and you need to bash some zombies' skulls in, I mean that works too. The graphical fidelity of this game is top notch. I really like it. I think it's one of the best looking games I've ever seen. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions about Dying Light or you want to see more Dying Light related things, please let me know down in the comments or let me know through a like. If you want to see more gaming content such as Dying Light, Destiny, Fallout, Skyrim, or any game like that, pretty much just hit that subscribe button. And just a question for you guys. Do you like Dying Light? Do you dislike it? Are there any things that you think would have made the game better? Let me know that down in the comments too. Well guys, it's been Bill Sif with FDS Up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.